Okay, so this is where I where I put in there about if you're confused in the next few minutes. Don't worry, because it will become a lot clearer, and if it isn't, at the end of it, we'll go through, and any problems that anything that you don't understand, we'll go through. But just before I go through that, I just wanted to ask. I'll just ask you guys another question. How many? I'll just put this up. How many people have run Facebook ads? If you guys could answer that, then we'll wait and we'll see some results. Okay, so like half of you haven't, half of you've never run ads. 30%, oh, it's going down. So 29% have and had bad results. More people have had bad results than good results, but more people than anything have never run any ads. So no, that's cool. Thanks very much for voting. We've got nearly 80% of you have voted. So 37%. I think I can actually show you the results here. Yep, share. Okay. Just to let you know, this is the first time I've actually used this kind of software, and the same for Lindsay. So we're dealing with new technology here. If we sound a bit vague at any point in time. So there you go. 37% have never used it. 24% have used it with good results. 26% with bad results, and 13% with indifferent results. Okay, and just we'll hide that now. Just one more thing I wanted to ask you guys, and is how many of you use custom audiences in the past? Has anyone used any custom audiences? Okay, cool, awesome. Like it's 50% that have. That's great. Thanks, guys. I'll close that off now, and I'll share the results. 43% yes, 57% no. Okay, that's good. All right, so some of you are going to understand a little bit about how these work. Just hang in there. We'll go through the basics for those that don't, and then in a minute I'm going to show you some stuff that'll blow you away with what you can do with these. Okay, so basically all a custom audience is a list of users created inside of Facebook to run ads to. Now, there are multiple types of custom audiences, and there are multiple ways that you can create them and build them. So if we click through here, these give you all the different types. There's website custom audiences. Now, website custom audiences are basically just retargeting, and that's what we talked about before. Someone goes to your website, we put a pixel on their browser, they leave your website, they go to Facebook. Facebook matches them as a visitor to your website and sees that you've created an ad and shows them that ad, and hopefully we get them to go back to your website. So some of the other ones are email and phone custom audiences, UID custom audiences, mobile apps, and lookalike audiences. And we're going to go through all of them and explain what they are and how they work. Now, with website custom audiences, they contain only users who have visited your website in the past, and you can then target them with ads. And website visitors do not have to come from Facebook. So if someone saw your website, saw your listing on Google, went through, visited your website, as long as you've got the code, the pixel on your website, you can retarget them on Facebook. They don't have to have come through Facebook. They just have to have visited your website before. Now, the most basic type of website custom audience is one that targets all website visitors. Okay, so what that means is anybody who has visited your website on any page and then goes to Facebook will see a retargeted ad that you've put up there. So it doesn't matter whether they've gone on the home page, on one of your product pages, wherever. As long as you've got the pixel on your website, they will be captured and put into that group, and they will be presented your ad. Now, how website custom audiences work is they work based on how many days someone can stay in inside the custom audience, or how many days since that person visited your website. And that ranges from 1 day to 180 days. So if you set, when you create them, and we'll show you how to do this in a minute, if you set it to 180 days, anybody that comes along and then visits, goes to your website, any visitor at all, and then they visit Facebook within the next 180 days, will be presented with your ad. Okay? Now, you can create identical audiences, or identical custom audiences made up of your website visitors from different periods of time. So if you were to create one that was 7 days long, that would mean if someone visited your website in the last 7 days and then visited Facebook, they would be shown your retargeting ad. But if it was 8 days since they'd been to your website, they would no longer see your ad. And so that just, and you can make it, it could be 7, 30, 60, 180, 38, 92 days, whatever you want, you can make it. But you can also make it, you can also have the same custom audience with different periods of time. And I'll explain how that works in a second. So the key is relevancy versus reach. The longer you make that period of time, say 180 days, the bigger that audience will be, because obviously more people have visited your website in the last 180 days than have visited it in the last 30 days. But the less likely it is that they will remember your company, visiting your website, what the hell they were there for, all of that kind of stuff. Okay? So just bear with me 1 second, guys. Okay. Just said, now the shorter the website custom audience, the more targeted and relevant the users are, but the smaller the audience will be and the less likelihood that they're going to see your ad. So if you set your custom audience to 3 days, that means that only people who visited your website in the last 3 days will potentially see your ad. After that 3 days is up, they drop off the list, they no longer see it. So what we're looking for is to get into this sweet spot here, right? Where we've got, it's long enough that you know they know who you are, but it's short. Sorry, it's short enough that they remember who you are, but not too short that you miss them altogether. Okay, so there's a few different ways that we work that out, but one of the ways is by creating multiple versions of the same one, and then finding out through testing which works. Now, you don't have to just use all website visitors, and this is where it gets really, really cool. You can create these website custom audiences for specific website pages. Okay, so instead of just having an audience of all website visitors, you can get an audience of people who have only visited specific pages. So you could create a website custom audience of all the people who visited your online store. Now that would be more targeted than just everybody who visited your website, because people might have just gone there for information or you know, to look up your address or whatever it happened to be. But if they've gone to your e-commerce online store, well, there's chances are they're interested in one of your products. Now you could also create another audience of people who visited just a specific product page on your online store. Now these guys are super targeted because they've actually gone and looked at a specific product. You know, I mean, they're interested in buying. Now, don't get confused by this, but you can also create website custom audiences to exclude groups of people as well. And we're going to show you exactly how that is incredibly powerful. So you could target, say you target all those people that visited that product page, you could then create another audience to exclude all the people who also visited other pages, leaving you with just people who visited that particular page. So that means they are highly, highly targeted. Now the possibilities are endless for what you can do, but the best way is I want to show you is by going through some of the businesses that are in the group that we're in this Facebook group, and that will give you guys a really good idea of exactly how we can use these audiences. So I'll just switch out of here and open up my browser, and we're going to start with this site here. Now, anybody who wants to see a really, really, really well done website, go check out this website afterwards. These guys have got it down. It is really, really good. I mean, I'm super impressed with so many aspects of this website. And it's Duang Jai, their Thai massage. I mean, it's just a really, really good website, and it's really well done. Now, I have to just open it up in this other browser here, because what they have is up here, you see they've got, it says freebies, and if you click here, it says free Thai massage. I actually went through this process the other day. So if you come along and you click on that, what actually happens is, see they've got it locked up here. It says, this registration form is locked. Please support us. Use one of the buttons below. So you've got to share it on Facebook. You've got to send a tweet out about it, or Google +1 before you can get in to get your free 20-minute massage. So that's what you would see. And then I'll just go back here. Because I've already been through it, it doesn't show on mine. So we go through. Okay, so here's the online form. So once you've shared it out, you come to this online form. Now I want to show you something that these guys have done, which is really good, and I think is awesome. See this where it says you've got to fill in your name. It says email, and then over there it says we'll send you a confirmation to this email. So it tells you why they need that, and then it says mobile phone number. See over here, it says we'll send your gift certificate to this number. So it's telling you why. I mean, this has got nothing to do with retargeting. I just thought that this was really clever, and it tells you why you should do it. Have you seen? Can you see this, Lindsay?
Yeah, I was just about to say, actually, great advantage to Woofu forms.
Yeah.
Lots of flexibility to be able to do things like that.
And then it's got your date of birth down here. Look what happens here. We have something special for you on your birthday. I mean, they're telling you exactly why they need this information, which just makes people so much more likely to fill it in. I mean, it's awesome. It's really, really well done. These guys have really nailed it. So you come along here, you've shared it, you fill in this form, and then it takes you through to a thank you page, which I've got on here. So this page here, okay, so that was the one we were just on there before, and without filling out the form again, I can't see it. It says, thank you, gift certificate will be sent to you to your email very soon. Okay, so how could these guys use retargeting? Okay, there's a number of different things that they could do. They could create a website custom audience of everybody who visits the free massage page that we were just on before. Okay, so they could, so this page here, this page here where they fill it out, and then anybody that comes through to this page here where the registration form is locked, they could put a pixel there, or they could create an audience of everyone who makes it there. Okay, and then what they could do is create another website custom audience of all the people who visited the thank you page. Now this thank you page, you're only going to see that if you go through the process of filling out your details and wanting to get the 20-minute free massage or the gift certificate. So what they could do then is create a Facebook ad that says, hey, don't forget to claim your free 20-minute massage. Click here to claim now. And they target that ad to everybody who visited that free massage page, and then exclude all of the people who visited the thank you page. And what that leaves you with is a highly targeted group of people who we know saw the free offer for the 20-minute massage, clicked through to get it, but for some reason never made it all the way through. And we know that the people that did make it all the way through aren't going to see the ad because we've excluded them. So what do you think is going to happen? People that see this ad on Facebook are going to go, oh, that's right, I forgot about that free massage. I was going to fill out the form and mum called me for dinner, or the phone rang, or, you know, whatever it happened to be. Whatever stopped them going all the way through, they'll be their memory will be jogged. And I mean, you will find that the click-through rate on an ad like that will be extremely high because the majority of those people genuinely want that offer, but for whatever reason, they just didn't make it. They didn't make it through. Okay, so the next one we'll go to, I'm just going to go to the actual website, is Crazy for Jeans. And just bear with me. And okay, this website here, this is a really cool website as well. And my partner actually knows one of the girls that's modelling on here. So with Crazy for Jeans, they've got basically 4 different parts to their website: sportwear, shorts, jeans, and shapewear. And then within each section, they've got brand names, different brands and so forth. Of like, so for instance here, jeans, they've got all these different brands here, if we look at them. So they've got a really good setup. They've got all their different brands, and then within the brands, they've got different models of each of the jeans and shapewear and what have you. So how could these guys use retargeting to be more effective in their business? Well, there's an absolute stack of ways that they could. But just to give you an idea, what we could do with what I would recommend is creating a website custom audience of all the people who visit the category pages. You know, for example, you know, they click through from the homepage to the jeans page. Create another one of all the people that visit the specific brand pages, like Draxi Jeans, which is this page here. So that's the jeans page. That's the brand Draxi Jeans page, and then create another website custom audience for each of the product pages, which would be the individual product page, which would be like this page here. Okay. What they could then do is create some retargeting ads that target people in all those different audiences with specific offers related to each specific page. So they could create an ad that was focusing on jeans and send that to all the people that visited their jeans page, because clearly they're interested in jeans. Create one for all the people that visited the shapewear, because they're people that were interested in the shapewear. And then they could break it down. Create an ad specifically for Draxi Jeans about the brand, and then get everybody that went to the Draxi Jeans page to see that ad. And then what you could do if you really want to get super targeted is create an ad about the actual pair of jeans, the Draxi, the actual individual pair. Because if someone's been on that page and they're looking at those jeans, well, chances are they're very interested, you know, like in that particular individual product. So that's basically, you can create them and then run them side by side, and it doesn't matter how many you run, you can run them right side by side. So have a look at these 2 ads here, and I'm just going to ask you guys another question. Which ad do you reckon would perform better? All things equal, oh, sorry, I should have given you a bit more time to see that ad. Let me just close that, sorry. Which ad do you think will perform better? Just give you a chance to have a look at it. Oh, I can't open it now. Sorry. I'll see if I can reopen it. Anyway, we got a few answers come through, and I think most people get it, that the right-hand side one is going to win every time, because it's just that one layer more targeted, and it's more specific. This ad, though, this one on the left, would kill. It would do really well as well. It would do well. But this one here is definitely going to do better. The thing with it, though, is that the right-hand side ad is more targeted. It's going to have higher click-throughs, lower cost per conversion. But it's definitely going to be a smaller audience, because there's going to be a lot more people that would have visited this page. I would absolutely, if this was my business, I'd be running both of them, and I would dare say that both these styles of ad would be profitable regardless. This one is going to be more profitable, but this one might end up earning you more money because it's going to be a lot bigger audience. And I'd actually take it one step further and go right down to individual product pages. Wait for depending on how much traffic you've got, will determine whether or not you can actually do that. But a great, if you've got a business that are like this one with categories of products and different styles of products, website custom audiences are absolutely the way to go. Drop a pixel on there and just start building that audience of people that are visiting those pages, because the click-through rate you will get on your ads will be very high, because people, they go check it out, they forget about it, and then they go, oh, there's those jeans, my God, I want to buy them, I've got to buy them. You know what people are like? They're very indecisive, they take a while to make a decision. You stick those tracksuit jeans in front of someone who was looking at them a week ago on that website, and you're going to get sales guaranteed. Absolutely. Okay, so we keep moving along. The next one is Indigo Whispers, and we'll see if we can just go and have a look at their website. And this is another really good one to do, because these guys, they've got organic products and like health appliances and natural parenting, organic produce. But then they've got this wooden toys. They've got this category of product which is wooden toys, which is really quite different from these other categories. So they're cool, but if you're there for organic produce or you're there for a health appliance, you might not really be interested in wooden toys, and vice versa. If you're there for the wooden toys, you might have no interest in anything else. So if we just have a look here. So they've got 4 diverse product ranges. The way that they could make website custom audiences and retargeting work for them is to create 4 different categories of people with their website custom audiences, and then only run ads to each group. So run one set of ads to the people interested in the organic produce, one to the health, one to the natural pregnancy, and one to the wooden toys. And what that's going to do is it's going to enable them to really target their website visitors and their customers, their potential customers, much better than if they just ran a general ad about Indigo Whispers, which might not really, it doesn't really say a lot about, this is a natural connection. But if they can run one ad specifically about each one of those types of products, they're going to get a lot more people interested, because people are going to go, oh yeah, I was checking out those wooden toys the other day. I wanted to buy a present for, my niece or my nephew or whatever it happens to be. So just separate them out, and you'll find that the results will come. Okay, similar with the Daisy Foundation. With these guys, they've got a community. They've got a community section here. We go through to their community section. Really good website as well, and they've got 6 different groups. And I think they're just getting going, but they've got 6 groups here. One's called Daisy Daddies, Twins and Multiple Births, Postnatal Depression, Inform My Choice, and Daisy Mums. Right, so they're really diverse groups of people. Daisy Daddies are probably not going to be interested in postnatal depression, and might even not really be interested in twins and multiple births, and vice versa. People that are looking for help with postnatal depression aren't going to want to see an ad about Daisy Daddies, or they're looking for something specific. So with these guys, they've got these different groups. All you need to do is set up website custom audiences for each and every one of those groups, the 6 different groups, and you can segment out all those different people, so that that when you run an ad to the website custom audience for Daisy Daddies, you can put on there stuff about that and nothing else, knowing that the people that see that ad will specifically be interested in that subject. So that's what I would do with those with that site as well. Now this one here, Urban Buzz, It's just a really, really cool app and a really, really great idea. And you guys should check it out afterwards because it's good for businesses as well. It's all about local. It's about getting everything local and local community, but online stuff. And sorry, here it is up here. So it's all about local, and local is absolutely hot now. It's absolutely 100% hot. There's so much action with local marketing that if you're not marketing locally, you'll find that that you're really giving up a lot of business. And it's one way that little businesses can compete against big businesses. Okay, so with these guys, what makes them interesting is they've got these 3 sections here. Just bear with me one sec, guys. Okay, sorry, someone just sent me a question. So, can you guys see the screen okay now? Can someone just... Cool. Okay, yep. Yeah, cool. Okay, so with these guys here, I just wanted to make sure because you guys have got no idea, the buttons and the panel that I've got off to the side, it's like the space shuttle, I swear to God. And it tells me how many people are viewing it and how many aren't. And it's sitting at 95% now, but it just dropped to 0. and I wasn't sure how long it had been there, so I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so these guys have got 3 individual parts of their business. They've got, for individuals, that's people who use their app. That's just, everybody, the general person in the community. They've got a section for businesses, and in that they sell advertising for businesses to pay them. And then they've got another section for organisations, which are community-based organisations. So if you're holding a local fair or something like that, you could contact them and you could put on this app to promote your event, and you get that for free. So they've got really distinct different kinds of people that are going to be visiting their website, and that means and they're there for totally different reasons. So they need to segment more than most, because the people that are just app users are going to come here and check this out. Businesses are going to check this out, and organisations are going to check out, the organisation section. So what it means is create 3 different custom website custom audiences for each section and run ads specifically for each one. That way, you're not going to get the crossover. The other thing that you could do, and you would need to test this, is you could exclude the other ones. So you run an ad to everybody in your custom audience that is created off of this section here, the 4 individuals, and then exclude the other 2, and that will give you a core group of people who were clearly there just because they were interested in the app. Now, and so forth. You could also do the same. Individuals are more likely just to go to that section. Business owners will probably check out all 3, and organisations will probably just check out theirs. So by excluding those other sections, people who have visited those other pages, you'll tighten the market. You'll tighten your audience right up, and you'll get much better results with your ads. It just, again, depends on how much traffic, is being driven there. But great business. Okay, next one, Petsy Box. And this is really, really cool as well. They've got a monthly subscription, and you can, if we just have a quick look, you can order dog treats and all nice stuff for your pets. Bear with me. Okay, so how it works is you choose, what size, what plan you want, and then you can go onto a monthly subscription to get a delivery each month of dog treats. Now you'll see this is their shopping cart part, where we've selected large dog, but this is here. It says try. So what they offer is if you don't want to go on a subscription, they offer you the opportunity to just try it for a month, and see whether or not you want to get it. Now, I dare say they would get a lot of people. They'll go, yeah, let's try it for a month. I'm not going to go on a subscription just at this stage, and we can do some stuff for them that'll work really well. So what I would suggest if I was working with these guys to do would be this. Now, bear with me because it's a little bit tricky, but you create a custom website audience and you set it to 20 days from the page customers are sent to after they complete an order for the try it pack. So when someone orders that, I just want to try this, wherever they go after that, it'll be some kind of thank you page. Whoever lands on that page, you create a website custom audience for them, and you set it to people that have been on that page in the last 20 days. Okay? Then you create another one exactly the same, but you make it people that have been on that page in the last 30 days. Okay? Same audience, same people, except for some have been there within the last 20 days, some have been there within the last 30 days. Now, what you then do is you target your ad to all the people who ordered a try it pack in the last 20 days, sorry, in the last 30 days, and then you exclude all the people who have been on that page in the last 20 days. So what you end up with by using the exclusion is you end up with people who are within 10 days of running out of the product because it's a monthly product. And then you target all of them with an ad that says, you know, basically, that says, hey, you've been trying this, you know, it's nearly time, you'd be running out, why don't you reorder, and you can, you know, go on a subscription or whatever it happens to be. But you could target people who are just about to run out of it. Right at that time when they're about to run out of it, you put an ad in front of them. Hope you like Petsy Box. If you want to get another one, why don't you try a subscription? And it would be just about the time where they would be going, hey, yeah, that's just about run out. That was really good. The dog loved it. Let's get another one. And so I don't have to remember next month. Let's go on a subscription. Now, the other thing that this business could do is that they could set up an audience of all their customers that have subscribed, and basically send out show an ad to all the people that are on a subscription for one-off things, maybe, you know, a one-off sale that isn't related to their subscription plan, promote a different product, just a one-off product to get more individual sales. And then vice versa, direct an ad to all their customers who are not on a subscription plan, who have just bought one-off things, and then sell them on the advantages of why a subscription would be better for them. Right, so that way that people that are already on a subscription don't see that ad because it's of no use to them. They're already on one. And then vice versa, people that have not got a subscription don't see, but have bought one, you know, bought things in the past, don't get promoted too heavily to. So by excluding, you know, by making sure your website custom audience fits a particular style of customer, being a subscriber or just a one-off purchaser, you can raise your sales dramatically by targeting the message right to their absolute needs. And if they're someone who hasn't bought a subscription, sell them on the benefits of why they should. If there's someone that has bought a subscription, people that have bought from you or are buying from you are much, much more likely to buy something else. So, you know, you could show them a product that isn't available through their subscription that's just a one-off, and you'd find that you definitely get a lot of sales. Okay, so really cool business, really cool website. All right, so the next one is InCube AR. Now, this is a really, really cool business. I love what these guys are doing. Let's just have a look at their website, and I'll just show you because we can show these guys how to do some really crazy stuff. So these guys, they've got like a permanent stall, and it's like a, you know, a market set up. But what they do is they invite people to come and sell from their permanent or semi-permanent setup. So rather than, if you look at their sales page, it talks about rather than loading your boot up and going down and selling each weekend at the market from your car boot, come in with them and you can sell through their permanent structure that they've got there. That's also open 300 days of the year and comes with a whole bunch of other advantages. You get your own little section, the whole bit, and so what they do is they sell to people who want to come in on that. They can come and join their business and sell from there, and for that they charge starting at just $21 a week, and so it's really cool. They each get a cubicle with a lockable glass door, etc., etc. So have a look there. So they're just part of their shop, and they also get what they also get is they get a page on the website here. So these are all the artists. These are all the people that make little knickknacks and little hand-made things, and there's a whole bunch of people that are on here, and some of them have got their own website, and some of them have not got their own website. Okay, so you can see, I'm just waiting for the screen to catch up for you guys. Okay, so some of them have got their own website and some of them don't, but really it makes no difference. There's like 4 pages of different artists and people here. They've all got their own individual pages on here. And what makes that really, really cool, sorry, that's taking too long to load. Okay, so what they can do is they've all got their own individual pages on there. So what these guys could do in Cube8 Art Gallery is they could create a custom audience for every artist represented on their site. Okay, so if they they create those individual audiences for each artist, and that would then capture all the people that visit their website and visit those specific pages. Now what they could then do is offer those artists the opportunity to have Facebook ads run exclusively to people who visited their page on Incubate-R. And so therefore there'll be people obviously very much interested in that artist and what they have to sell. So they could offer this as a value-added service and charge for it based on the size and freshness of the website custom audience. Bang, instantly you've got another income stream for the business, but at the same time your artists are going to be stoked because they are going to have hot leads going to their page. And here's the other thing, right, is that you're targeting them, the ones that have visited Incubate-R, but with the ad, you don't have to send them to their Incubate-R page. You could send them directly to their website if they've got one, right? So the artist's going to be stoked because every person that sees their ad is somebody that is interested in what they make, what they sell, what they offer. And I mean, you can't get more targeted than that. So it's a win-win for the business and also for the artists that they represent. It gives the business a new income stream, a new way to make some money, and it gives their artists a new way to reach potential customers. Because I dare say that a lot of people that visit, or a lot of people that go to the market and then have a look on the website that don't get back. They just forget about it. They never go back there. If they're shown an ad and they go, wow, there's that artist that we were looking at the other day. Oh my God, I can't believe there they are. Oh, I want to buy that bracelet, or I want to buy that, whatever it happens to be. It's a win-win for everybody. Okay, so moving along, we're just about there. Another pet one. This is Lucky Pet. These guys have got stacks of really, really cool products. And the thing with Lucky Pet is they have a dog section and they have a cat section, and then they have the auto delivery like the other pet place had, but they also have a bucket load of different kinds of products. So they got stacks of different products, but really they're catering for dog people and they're catering for cat people. So for them to run ads at the moment without retargeting, it would mean that they're just hoping they hit the right people. But with custom audiences, they could separate out their dog and cat people, and they could run targeted ads to each specific group. And again, they could also create, as I was talking about before, create a custom audience for their one-time customers and their subscription customers, and run targeted ads to first-time customers explaining the advantages of a subscription, same as I said before, and run ads to the subscribers with one-time offers and unique special offers and so forth. Now, there's one more business we're going to have a look at, but that's in the next section. I wanted to get you guys thinking about this. Okay, what do you think would happen if your business did this? And this is for any business, doesn't matter what kind of business it is. You created a custom audience, a website custom audience of everyone who visits the thank you page after an order is placed on your website. So obviously you need to have online ordering for this to work. There is a way of actually doing it if you don't, but we can talk about that later. But basically you get a list, a custom audience of all the people who visited your thank you page on your website. So it means they've bought something. Now you set that time period to say 15 days, and then you run a targeted Facebook ad, something like this here. Okay, this is just something I made up, and if you guys can see it, it should be jumping up on your screen now. Okay, it just says our customers rock, and recently you made a purchase. ADAO just stands for all day awesome offers. Okay, so this was just, I mocked one up on a web page, on a fan page I've got. So you send this out, which basically just says, thank you for buying something from us. Thank you for becoming a customer. If you need any help whatsoever, please give us a call, email us, or leave a comment below, and we'll get back to you in the next 24 hours. Now, if you did this for every customer you had come in, the amount of referral business that you would get on top of the business you've got now, the amount of goodwill that you would build, because people would, if they were having a problem with your product, there's a lot of people that say nothing at the time and then, will rubbish a product down the track, or if it gets mentioned. If they saw this and they had any issues whatsoever, they're gonna more than likely act on it and leave a comment. Now, so you need to be actively watching this, obviously, to make sure that you get back to people as soon as you possibly can. But I can guarantee you, because we've done this before, anybody that has any kind of problem, they absolutely will. They leave a comment straight away, because it's not so confrontational. It's not like they're on the phone. That it's easier than writing an email, right? So any problems you've got are going to be brought to the surface. The ones that don't have a problem, though, are going to think you're awesome. They're going to think you're absolutely great, and are going to really, really appreciate the fact that you've gone to the trouble to put something in front of them. Now, the best thing of all would be if you rang every individual customer after they bought something in us and this. But, I mean, how many businesses do that? There's not very many that do. If you do, you're a legend, because that's the absolute best way you could possibly go. But this is sort of like next best. And that would just work an absolute treat. Lindsay?